Bearcat Nation, what's going on? This is Justin Summers and Neil Meyer with the Front Office News, giving you your daily recap of today's Bearcats football game. The Bearcats beat Kennesaw State here at home, a final score of 63-10, an offensive blowout today as the Bearcats had 9 total touchdowns, 7 offensive, 2 defensive today. Bearcats were able to get it going on the run as every single player that had a rushing attempt today was able to score a touchdown, and Ben Bryant had a pretty good game. Neil, what did you all see today from the game?
Overall, I saw a lot of positive things. Justin mentioned Ben Bryant. Bryant was 17 for 20 with 201 yards, 3 touchdowns on the day. But that was to the first 3 quarters. So obviously I think Ben looked very sharp today. As we mentioned in the press conferences, he seemed to have that zip on the ball. He looked razor sharp on his throws to the outside. I think Ben looked very consistent today, and I think there's a lot more to come. I mean, obviously he went into a tough environment last week at Arkansas. Obviously, he had a couple overthrows, but coming to Nippert Stadium today for your home opener after a season like that, or a 6th largest crowd in attendance of 39,014 people here at Nippert Stadium, to come out and put up a performance like that offensively, defensively, special teams had a big day. Overall, there's a lot of positive things to see today.
Yeah, 100%. Like you hit on, they went into a tough environment last week. Obviously, Ben started shaky at Arkansas. That's going to be, first game back in the team that he started with, a team that he was, behind Desmond Ritter for a lot of the time that he was here. And, getting his first game, obviously, he's going to start off shaky. But like we talked about in the articles, he bounced back in the second half. You have to give him a little bit of a chance. I think Ben showed what he can do today. He's a veteran guy. He's going to sit in the pocket. He's going to make good throws. And I think, having the home crowd behind him really helped. I think, everyone in the press conference talked about the home crowd here, all the fans here today. I mean, it was packed, and just all the players were excited to see all these fans today. I know that 2 defensive touchdowns, Javon Hicks and Jabari Taylor, they both talked about, seeing the student section as they're running toward the end zone, and it was a crazy environment for them today. I think just overall, that really helped Ben today get into a groove, and he was able to control the game from there.
As Justin mentioned on the defense, you had the pick 6 from Javon Hicks, and then you had the strip by Ivan Pace, and then Jabari Taylor scooped it up and took it for the touchdown. We talked to Coach Fickle after the game, and he said that they're saying in the locker room by Coach Kerry Combs, a Colerain native, he said the next time a defensive player gets an interception, it's going to be from a Colerain guy, and he's going to see the end zone. And I guess you can say Coach Combs predicted the future with that one, as Javon Hicks had a 45-yard interception return for a touchdown. And we talked to him and Jabari Taylor about what it was like to score their first touchdowns in their collegiate career, and what it was like to run straight into the student section. And both of them said it was a crazy feeling, an electric feeling, and something they're not going to forget, as that student section really brought the energy today. But let's talk about special teams as well. Overall, the Bearcats played a dominant, complimentary game. Start off early, Ben gets sacked on the first play of the game. Offensive. Corner blitz right off the edge, and he took a shot on that first corner blitz.
Oh, yeah.
But then, settle in, Mason Fletcher hits a nice 64-yard bomb, his longest punt of his career. Settles in. Kennesaw State runs that triple option offense. They come down a little bit. They get within field goal range. And then Deshaun Pace just wrecks havoc as he came right through the middle of that punt or field goal, blocked it. And next thing you know, it was on from there. And that's when everything started clicking. Because you get a huge stop like that in a crowd like this versus very tough triple option teams. As everyone knows, triple option, you only got one. You got 3 people the ball is going to go to. It's either going to be a quarterback keeper, it's going to be a running back up the gut, or another runner outside. So to get that momentum in a situation like that where a team is dominating the time of possession due to that triple option offense, I think overall today what you saw here was a dominant performance from the Bearcats on defense. Another key update, we did see Malik Vann go down with an injury first drive. Coach Fickle had no update on that, so that's a key thing to keep an eye on, as Malik Vann returned for his 5th season after battling injuries the last few seasons. Wanted to return after getting fully healthy before camp. And you really hate to see it for a guy like Malik, but the Bearcats saw a younger guy step in. Dante Corleone had his first career sack in his first game at the NIB, who's been off to a tremendous start this season, to be mentioned. Then you had guys like Ryan Mullaney step in. Juwan Briggs had a big day. Ivan Pace. It's just cool to see the depth on this team. Noah Potter had a big day. Eric Phillips had a big day. And something Coach Fickle has really preached about with this defense has been the depth that O-line has. Overall, I think the defense really performed well. Offense was clicking too. I mean, Ben hit 9 different receivers before getting pulled for Evan Prater in the fourth quarter as the score was getting out of hand. And back to what Justin was saying, let's talk about Evan Prater. Evan Prater went 4 for 5, 92 yards, and a 44-yard touchdown run. Justin, what did you think of Evan Prater's performance today?
Oh man, Evan did really good today coming in. Now, we're going to slow the brakes down. I know everybody was talking that they want Prater to start. Give it time. He's young. He's going to get time to play. We're going to have games like this to where Prater is going to come in and show what he can do. Behind a guy like Ben, who's been there for a while now, and he can learn behind, it's going to be the best for this Cincinnati team, for the future of what that backfield could be. Because, like Neil mentioned, Prater had a great game. Corey Kiner, the other part of that backfield, the running back QB duo, Kiner had a great game today. They have a great future in that backfield. They have a ton of young depth on the offense that is going to make plays, but it takes time. They aren't going to rush it. If Prater, is not ready to go yet, then he's not ready to go, and that's where it's going to end up being. But in the end, Prater played really good and made some really good throws coming into a game where, you just jump right into it. But hit, a couple of really good deep throws down the field to
Jaden Thompson.
Yeah, Jaden Thompson. Yep. And Jaden Thompson had a great game today. A guy that has been seeing a little bit more time through these first 2 games. A little bit more than expected. You have Will Pauling go out with an injury today, and just to see Jaden Thompson out there getting some time really helped this offense. It shows that they have pieces everywhere, and that they're going to keep continuing as they go on. This team's not going anywhere at all anytime soon.
Justin elaborated on the fact of Will Pauling's injury today. Will Pauling was seeing a lot of significant snaps early today. He actually led the team in targets before he went down. He had 3 catches for, I believe it was 41 yards before the injury, and didn't look like a good injury. Coach Fickle had no updates on it, but it looked to be a lower leg, knee, ankle, no one knows yet, but said they would know more tomorrow. Same with Malik Van. But Bearcats offense, they saw guys like Jaden Thompson Jaden Thompson step in. Tyler Scott had a big day. Josh Wiley had a big day. He had 5 catches for 30, almost 39, 40 yards, and scored a touchdown in his first home opener for the last 3 seasons, I believe now. Dating back 3 seasons, he's had a touchdown in the season opener. So overall dominant performance here at Nippert Stadium today. I mean, it's always nice getting a 63-10 win versus a very tough triple option team. But Bearcats head on next week to Miami on Saturday, where they will play at Paycor Stadium to take on the Miami Redhawks. So Ivan Pace will get the opportunity to go against his old former team.
Battle of the Victory Bell.
For the Battle of Victory Bell, as just mentioned. But things to keep an eye on forward is obviously Malik Van's injury, Will Pauling's injury, and Ryan Montgomery also did not play today due to the rib injury he suffered last week. So on top of that, the Bearcats will be back in action this Saturday at 12 o'clock at Paycor Stadium, where they will look to improve to 2-1 on the season.
Yep.
This is Neil Meyer and Justin Summers with the Front Office News, and we are checking out.